Hello everyone, this is just going to be a quick tutorial to show you how to make an editable PDF in InDesign which has formatted text. So in InDesign, first thing you want to do is change your workspace to interactive PDF, and this will change our menus over here, and the one we're most interested in is the buttons and forms. So I'm just going to pop that out so we can see it. Okay. Right, now we want to create text fields in these 4 areas so that when someone opens it in a PDF they can type in text the relevant details. So to do that we want the rectangle tool, and I'm just going to draw a box where I want the text to appear. Now if you wanted to, you could format this with a colour, but we're just going to leave it blank. Sorry for the delay. Okay, now you right click on your text box, go to interactive and choose convert to text field. And you'll see here on the left we now have more options, and you can see the styling has changed on the text box too. So I want to give this a name. Let's call this one the name field. Now if you wanted to have this as a button that had different hover over states or actions when it was clicked, you can do those kind of things here, but we just want a text field, so I'm going to leave it blank. And then I'm going to duplicate it now that we've created one. Duplicate that here, and I'm going to give this a name for. Duplicate it again for these fields. That's the date. And the last one for the signature. Okay, and that's all we need to do in InDesign. Now, I'm just going to hit save, and I'm then going to export it to a PDF. Now here you want to make sure that you have Adobe PDF Interactive selected. Let's save that. You can leave these settings as default. It's just mainly about color, it's fine. And there we go, it opens it in Adobe Acrobat Pro automatically. Now here you can see these boxes are our text fields, but if I'm to type in them now you can see it's left aligned and the formatting is really quite poor. And we don't want that. So I'm just going to escape that. Now to edit this, we choose Prepare Form, and you can see now we can edit these fields here. We can also see them on the right hand side, and we can click between them, or you can manually just click the one you want. So to edit the properties, you double click the field and it will bring up the text field properties box. The bits we want to change here is the appearance, and here we can now change the font size and the font family. You can choose any font family, however if it's a special one it will tell you that the font can't be embedded. So if someone else was to load this PDF on their computer and they don't have the font, it's not going to work properly. So I'm going to therefore just choose a standard font, which is Arial. And under options I want to change the alignment from left to center. I'm going to uncheck spell check because it's for a name field, and just because it's a certificate that we want printable, I'm going to turn off scroll along text, and then I'm going to lock it. Okay, so let's close that. And now you have to do this for each of the fields individually. So I'm going to click the next one and do the same thing. Again. Okay. These fonts down here I'm going to make a little bit smaller, so they're not quite as big as the previous two. center, tick these, lock, okay. And in the date field, I'm going to do the same, but here in default value, because it's a date, I'm going to have some text that will show by default that can be replaced, just to give a guideline on how we want the person to format the date. And you can see here that pre-formatted text is there. Sorry, the default value is there. Okay, and that is it. So I've saved that. Now if I preview it, here we can see already the text is center aligned, and that looks so much nicer. And here I'm just pressing tab, but you can click in these as well. If I press tab, I can override this text. There we go. And this can be saved in Acrobat Pro, or you could just print it off if you're on Acrobat Reader. And that's it.